week 3 of a 30-week training program for Chase the Sun. And this week we are tackling a long ride in Zwift, Navig8. And Navig8's route is 63.9 kilometers, which is 39.7 miles, 417 meters of elevation. It is described as not so much a figure eight as it is two loops connected by a long stretch of road, and I think that is fair because the two loops are very different. The first is on one of the kind of deserty areas, and then there is a big hill, and then you're in a more wooded area. So it's week 3 of the 30 weeks that I've got to train for Chase the Sun, and week 3 we're just starting the long ride for week 3 now. This hasn't been a great week. This is only my second ride of this week for various reasons. They aren't excuses, but this is the second ride I've managed this week. But we're starting early with a long ride. We're going to go for 3 hours, and let's see how this goes. The only other ride I did this week actually was the climb of the week, which this week was Cheddar Gorge, which is going to be a climb on the route. So I thought, let's check it out on Zwift. You know, I've never ridden it in real life, so let's see what we've got in store, because that climb will be after about 160 miles already of riding. So that was the only other ride that I've done this week on Zwift, actually yesterday, and had some very nice news from that. Actually had a FTP bump from that, so you know, we're making progress, I think is the message from that. So we've got a bump up to 178 watts, I think it was, which, you know, for me puts me just at around just under 2.6 watts per kg, which is quite a big improvement from when I first started way back in August. You know, I was just around 2 watts per kg. So pretty happy with that progress, and you know, we just need to kind of keep that momentum going. And you know, if I can get to a nice 3 watts per kg for the event, I think that'd be really helpful. I think this group might be doing the same route. J Elizabeth is on 4.8k, we're on 4.8k. Maybe they're doing the same route. There might be a shorter route that they're doing, but seems like a nice group maybe to stick with for as long as possible. If they're doing the full route, great. Or stick with whatever route they're doing. Doesn't make a difference for this ride. We're doing 3 hours either way, but maybe it's easier to stick in that nice zone 2 and we get some free distance. Maybe we can do another route after this. Don't know if we'll be able to stick with J Elizabeth, because they're putting out 2.1 watts per kg, which I'm only doing 1.8, 1.9 for my zone 2 power, which is sort of okay to stay in the draft-ish. I think we're falling back slightly. I think any bump that comes, I think they're gone. I think this definitely shows the power of drafting when cycling, because J Elizabeth continues to put out 2.1, 2.1, 2.2 even watts per kg. We've never matched that, and we're just staying with them until the road goes up, I think. Just gave ride-ons to Jay Elizabeth and this M. Schmolchek guy as well. Because we're a little trio at the moment, they're sticking together. Annoyingly, as I was trying to give those ride-ons, I think I rode away from them a little bit of that little bump, but here they come. Lost J. Elizabeth up this hill. Smolchek sprinted past and then fell back. Maybe for us. I'm going to chill out for a little bit, see if Elizabeth comes back. 2.2, I think they are trying. I think they're trying. 3 seconds back though. Come on, Elizabeth. Alright, maybe it's me and Schmolchek now. He's waiting for me, so I'll ride with him. J. Elizabeth is back. 0 seconds, 4 meters. Nice. Need them on the front. They're on a TT bike. And they were doing a really good job of just setting pace, you know? There you go, so we're gonna follow. Smolchek says ride on, yeah. He was waiting for Elizabeth as well. So I don't know if they were riding a different route or if they were just taking a break or what, but unfortunately this lovely little trio that we had did break up very shortly after this. And I'm going to skip forward to essentially the almost 2.5 hour mark, I think it was. After this, it was just 2 hours of no man's lands, just cycling by myself. And it was really only the last 20 minutes where we actually managed to hop onto another little trio. So I'll jump forward to that bit. We're above the 2 hour 40, which is the previous PB for a long distance ride. So only 20 minutes to go for a new PB. 3 hours. I feel good still as well. Now, I was feeling good here, but there's 2 names on the right there to look at. S. Bottley and M. Dolvan, 5 seconds behind and 9 seconds behind. And they come through, they catch me up, and we form a really nice trio just for this last 15-20 minutes that actually massively helped just get to the 3 hour mark here. So here we hit the 3 hour mark for this ride, and that is our long zone 2 ride done for the week. Join me next week when I'm going to attempt a proper sweet spot workout on the Zwift. And if you're training for something big or just want to see how far I'll go, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and let's chase the sun together.